Yeah, it's hard what to say. We're all gutted. It's not how we saw the outcome, to be honest. But not just tonight. This whole season, it's been nowhere near good enough. And I think all of us have to question ourselves: are we good enough to be here? Because for a team like Manchester, for the season we've had, this not acceptable. We know that. We all know that. I know that. It's not where Manchester should be.
A lot of questions are going to be asked about the manager. Do you believe he's the right man in the season that you've had?
I can say 100% now he's the right man. I know results have not been good at all. I've been here for a long time now, and I've been through different managers, but this Ruben, for me, I talk on my behalf, and I'm sure I can talk on behalf of all the players. Ruben is 100% the right manager to take us, back where this club should be. Of course, it's going to be a very difficult process, but I think us as players, like I said, we've let a lot of people down, and I think including Ruben. Like I said, I'll say it again, we've been nowhere near good enough the whole season. It's tough.
Yes, one last question.
What do you think needs to happen for United to get back to where you want them to be, where your club wants them to be, back at the top? And do you have any message for the fans who travel?
It's hard to answer that question now. I don't want to go too much into it. But I think a lot has to change. I think it's clear to see. And that's why I said Ruben is 100% the right person, because he knows exactly what needs to be done at this club. And I fully believe he'll do everything, to make that change, and to make Manchester back at the top. And yeah, of course, I think the fans, we're going to understand that, right now they're, of course, going to be annoyed, not happy, and rightly so. But all I can say is thank you so much for the support. I think, everywhere we go, including the where we are in the table, the results we've had this year, they've always still been and like I can only say, firstly, thank you so much for your support, and secondly, we're very sorry, for what they've had to go through this season. Like I said, it's been nowhere near good enough, and I can only apologise for that. And I think we have to look at the positives, and the only positive thing is that we can only go up from here. It's we're rock bottom now, and we have to find a way to drag ourselves back and get back to where this club deserves to be. And
Thank you.
The mood at Manchester United is sombre after a disastrous season, with players openly admitting they've fallen well below the club's standards and questioning their own performances. Despite the poor results, the squad is standing firmly behind manager Ruben, believing he is the right person to lead United back to the top. They acknowledge that significant changes are needed and that the process will be tough, but there's confidence in Ruben's vision. The players also issued a heartfelt apology to the fans, expressing gratitude for their unwavering support despite the team's struggles, and vowed to fight to restore Manchester United's status, believing that from rock bottom, the only way is up.